That was quick. And we're back. We're live for the mid-tempo jam. And had a nice time on the slow tempo jam. And I hope you did as well. I'm going to do a quick tuning check. And then I'll do a quick check on the live streams. And we'll get started. We're on the Train Song Special. February 2. It's fun to have a theme. I dug up some good train songs. I know there are many, 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 many more out there. But, you know, on the morning when I'm sitting here putting this list together, I kind of dig around. I look at some playlists and look at some things, try to find inspiration. I usually gather some ideas through the week. Occasionally folks send in requests, and I always enjoy that. I want to kind of do what the people want, you know? All right, let's find these pages. We had lots of folks picking along. Maybe I got the word out, having a train song special. But lots of folks were picking along on the slow tempo set. Okay, here we are. We're live on YouTube. See some folks chiming in already. I'm going to do just my little bit of business here real quick, just so everyone can see the links. And here we go. Hopefully that works. Anyway, this is all in the description as well. But those are just the donation links and the link if you wanted to buy any merch, order a CD or a record from me. I'm working on getting some other merch together, like some t-shirts, hats, and things. There's a lot going on these days, and been trying to keep up, you know. And branding and marketing is... I went to school for music. I have a degree in music performance. They didn't teach us anything about the business end of it. And I have had to learn along the way how to make a living doing this. So please don't mind my little solicitation here, but those are the links in case you feel like donating and if you can afford it. But I'm here for you. This is not, that is just an option. Okay, we're going to get started on Eastbound Freight Train in the key of G. I will find a tempo. This was requested at first by Colin Burns in the UK. Colin is as regular as they come, and he's usually the one staying up the latest in the UK picking along. But he's the one who requested this first, you know, years ago when I first started playing it. And I learned the Reno and Smiley version, and then I checked out some other versions, and then I realized, oh, it's a Grandpa Jones song. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So here you go, key of G. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4. 1. 2. 5. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4. 4 and a 3. That's a B7. Back to the 4. 1, 6, 2, 5. what we'll do is we'll kick it off on the verse, but then when we get into the breaks, we'll trade verse, chorus back and forth. So I'll take the first break on a verse, pass it to you on the chorus, and then the next round, you'll take a verse and pass it to me on the chorus. But for the kickoff, it's just going to be the verse. I like playing over the verse changes because it's just fun and interesting, more so than the chorus. So here you go. This is how I would kick it off on a verse. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For guitar players, there's an easy trick here. Like that's actually a sophisticated part of this melody. Da, 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 the way it works through the chords. The one chord, da, 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 which that shape plays on the guitar, and then move it down a whole step, and you've got the same thing on the 5 chord. Da, 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 da. So it seems kind of, I don't know, it's easier than it seems. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Whatever instrument you're playing, whatever you're into, here you go. Kick us off on Eastbound Freight Train in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So lonesome for my hometown. Seems I've never been so far away, but I can hear that freight train a-rolling. I'll be gone before the break of day. I'm gonna have to quit my daily rambling, for tonight I'm gonna start my journey back. Sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. I got it. Play the chorus. Now I'll never stray far from my hometown, never more again to roam. Now I know that I was born to wander, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Cool. Great song. Love that one. Okay, play a train song. Oh, Todd Snider. I really loved Todd Snider. I got to do some shows with him long ago. He died too young, very recently, and I thought we would try this song as a little tribute. Very non-bluegrass, but it's a great song. And here I got the words. I'm just making sure I can read them with my poor little nearsighted eyes. Okay, now what was the key? G. All right. Okay, let me kind of run you through this. This is play a train song. It's got a train beat, which is shuka 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 shuka. It's very straight. So this doesn't have the bouncy bluegrass feel. It's a bit of a departure from bluegrass, but it is accessible and it's very straight ahead. So it's in G and it goes 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5, 6 minor, 6 minor, 4 and a 4, 1 and a 5 and a 6 minor, 4, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5. So this is how the verse goes. It's going to be the same every time. And it's going to be the same on the breaks. So one more time, the verse. 1 and 1 and 1, 5 and a 5, 6 minor, 6 minor, 4 and a 4, 1 and a 5, 6 minor and 4, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5. And then we'll go back to 1. When we're picking it, we'll land on the 1 chord and just kind of let it trail off. But when we're going to the chorus, it goes straight to hangs on the 5, goes straight to the chorus. 1, 1, 5 and a 5, 6 minor, 6 minor, same chords so far. Then a 1, 5, 1 and a 4, 1 and a 5 and a 1. So that's how the chorus goes. And then at the very end, the only difference is going to be the last chorus. After the guy dies, and he was singing a train song. So the very last chorus is going to be sing a train song, pour him one more round, made him leave his boots on when they laid him into the ground. He was a runaway locomotive out of his one-track mind, singing a train song, singing a train song. So that's the ending, which is different than the other choruses. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. I know there's a lot of Todd Snider fans out there. Find a tempo too fast. A teachable thing about this song, this song uses a 1-5-6-4 progression, which is the same as Wagon Wheel, same as Country Road Take Me Home, same as No Woman, No Cry. If you want to make a lot of money as a songwriter, write a song that has a 1-5-6-4 progression. Okay. Todd got it on this one. And here is how I might kick it off on a verse. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here you go. Kick us off on Play a Train Song by Todd Snider, sending this out to his memory. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Smoking long black Cadillac, the engine winding down. He'd park it up on the sidewalk like he owned the whole damn town. I'd hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through a thicker haze of southern comfort and coke. Say, girl, you're hotter than the hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, babe, if he don't treat you well. And by he meant me, so I laughed and shook his hand. He laughed a little bit louder as he yelled up at the band. Play a train song, pour me one more round, make him leave my boots on when they lay me into the ground. I am a runaway locomotive out of my one-track mind, and I'm looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. I got it. Got this old black leather jacket, got this pack of Marlboro Reds, got this stash here in my pockets, got these thoughts in my own head. The right to run until I've got to walk, till I've got to crawl. This moment that I'm in right now, or nothing else at all. Play a train song, pour me one more round, make him leave my boots on when they lay me into the ground. I am a runaway locomotive out of my one-track mind, and I'm looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. Play. Television blizzard lights, we looked around his place, found him cold there on the sofa, a little smile across his face. And I thought I tried with all my sadness, somehow I could not weep for a man who looked to me like he died laughing in his sleep, singing a train song, bringing him one last round. We made him leave his boots on when they laid him into the ground. He was a runaway locomotive out of his one-track mind, singing a train song, singing a train song, singing a train song. Whew. Couldn't make it through that. Oh, that's a good song. All right. For Todd Snider. All right, where are we? John Henry. This one's an instrumental. Good. All right. John Henry in the key of G. We're going to keep this nice and easy. I teach this one in my Artist Works Flat Picking Academy. It's kind of in the beginner section, and then we kind of flesh it out when we get through some of the other levels. But it's a great number because it can be played very, very simply, and it can also be embellished quite a bit. And it's very banjo friendly. And as you know me, I try to get at least one banjo friendly instrumental into each set. Anyway, key of G, we're going to pick it like an instrumental. And it goes like this. You probably know it already, but pretty straight ahead. 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1. 1 and 1 and a 5. 1 and 1. 1 and a 1. 1 and 1 and a 1 and 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. And then we do it all the way again. So we play 2 choruses every time. And let's go 3 times around that. Okay, so I'll play a double, you play a double, and then me again double, you again double, then me again double. 3 times each on a double break. It doesn't need a tag. This one just ends like a bluegrass song because it is a song. It has words. Like you hear Bill Monroe singing it with that high vocal, you know. But we're just picking it like an instrumental. Okay, so I'm going to kick it off, and we'll go 3 times through a double break. John Henry in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. John Henry, he beat that steam drill. He sure did. Died with a hammer in his hand. Okay, we'll do one more song before I check in on everybody. So make sure you leave a comment. Let us know how you're doing, where you are, and what you are picking. What instrument. I'm just taking a quick check. We've had some trolls lately, and looks like we're good on the YouTube. I'm not used to having trolls, but that's kind of been happening lately. I don't know if I could stand being like famous, you know. I don't know. I used to think that's what I wanted, and then I see how famous people have to deal with the public. And anyway, Wreck of the Old number 9, also known as On a Cold Winter's Night. This comes again from, as just like the Wreck of the Old 97, this comes from Carson Robeson and Vernon Dalhart, recorded back in the 1920s. A handful of versions that are really good, including Doc Watson's, but I tell you what, my favorite version of this is Red and Chris Henry. That's the one that I learned it from, and I use this as an example for ear training sometimes. I'll say, hey, do you know this melody? Look here, we can see. Da 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 da. I'll sing that melody and make the guitar players figure it out by ear, but without hunting and pecking, only by understanding their knowledge of the C major scale. Anyhow, aside from that, I had never sang this in my life, so let's give it a go. Key is C. I got the lyrics here, and we got to increase the tempo just a bit on this one. Trying to keep this in a friendly mid-tempo range. So it goes like this. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 4. 1 and a 1 and a 5. And a 1 and a 1. 4 and a 4. 1 and 5 and a 1. Then it goes to a chorus. 5 and a 5 and 1 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 5. And a 1 and a 1. 4 and a 4. 1 and 5 and a 1. It's not really a chorus, it's more of a B part, because it's different every time. So, but I tell you what we'll do is we'll kick it off on just the verse, but then on the breaks we'll trade verses and choruses, because it's fun to play over that chorus part, or the B part where it goes to the 5 chord. So my kickoff would go something like 1, 2, 3. Okay, here you go. Kick us off on the Wreck of the number 9 in the key of C. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. On a cold winter's night, not a star was in sight, and the north wind came howling down the line. Stood a brave engineer with his sweetheart so dear, and his orders to pull old number 9. She kissed him goodbye with a tear in her eye, for the joy in his heart he could not hide. For the whole world seemed bright when she told him that night that tomorrow she'd be his blushing bride. Take it to the 5. for the wheels hummed a song as the train rolled along, and the black smoke came pouring from the stack, and the headlight agleam seemed to brighten his dream of tomorrow when he'd be coming back. He steered round the hill and his brave heart stood still, for a headlight was shining in his face, and he whispered a prayer as he threw on the air, for he knew that this would be his final race play. In the wreck he was found, lying there on the ground, and he asked them to raise his weary head. As his breath slowly went, this message he sent to the maiden who thought she would be wed. There's a little white home that I bought for our own, dreamed we'd be happy by and by, and I'll leave it to you, for I know you'll be true till we meet at the Golden Gate. Goodbye. All right. Great song. Okay. How's everyone doing out there? Yeah, check out the Red and Chris version. It's on the streaming platforms. It's really, really good. Okay, how we doing here? Steve Neff is still here. Hello, Steve. In Arizona, picking on your Mossman guitar. This is Facebook land. Dan Greider, loud and clear. All right. Wish I could hear you all and what you're contributing here. Doc Juan, bringing some Dobrology from Conifer on your beard, Mike Aldridge signature. Great show yesterday. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. Anthony Jacobs. Hey, thank you, Anthony. Thank you for being here. Anthony's picking the mandolin in Yorkville, Ohio. Thanks for the compliments, Anthony. For sure, I'm trying to demonstrate like solid rhythm more than anything else, and trying to convey that to you. So I hope some of you, at least guitar players, are picking up on the rhythm here, and everyone else, is able to lock in pretty well. Cool. Over here on YouTube land, we got a bunch of folks. We got Lefty Bob is back. Ava York. Hello, Ava in Arcata. We got Osborne 3000. We've got John in Wisconsin picking along. Wayne in Massachusetts. Flight Time 1972. I'm learning some of your handles, but thank you so much for putting your name in there, Wayne. There's a lot to remember here. Harold Hale picking on your J40 Martin. Jamming along. Jeffrey Boyle. Hello, Jeffrey. Let's see, where are we? It keeps scrolling on me. Where are we here? Jeffrey Boyle. Flatpicker D28. Spoiler alert. Resume the Bluegrass Jam on Mondays again. Roberto Delgado. I've been doing the jam for a while, since I moved into my place here in Longmont. It's been semi-regular, but I'm going to do it every Monday that I can. So what you got to do is just the Friday before that Monday, just look at my website. It might not be first thing in the morning, but at some point on Friday, I will post at least the news that we're going to do it. And usually with a set list as well. And my website, like I will tell you right now, I will do it next Monday. So we'll be here next Monday. I'll update the website next time I'm on there doing that stuff. And the set list usually I post on Friday. So keep an eye on my socials, my Instagram, my Facebook, and the website as well, tylergrant.com. Thank you, Roberto Delgado. Phoenix Stewart, glad to see you here. And where are we? Woody is still here, picking along, loving the tunes. Woody, you've been showing up. Thank you for doing that. I know you're getting there on this style. But just showing up, absorbing it, playing it as best you can. I admire that. Daryl in Carson City picking the banjo. Here, the Flat Picker 28, that's Dave in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Dave. Picking the old acoustical guitar. Hope it's not too cold there for you. And J.O.B. picking the mandolin in Cary, North Carolina. Matthew in Los Angeles picking an HD 28. Gordon in Phoenix. Ava, yes. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make it through that song thinking about Todd. James Connor picking the mandolin. James O'Connor picking the mandolin in Chicago. Heather on mandolin in Alaska. I've seen you around here, Heather, picking from Alaska. Mountain Man says hello. Okay, that's the shout outs. Thanks everybody. I'm sending you encouragement and just picking that music. Just pick that music. Luke is in LA with the Martin. This is great, and I like it when people find each other in certain neighborhoods. Maybe you'll get a little jam going of your own. I've been out quite a bit in person picking and having a great time. I really need it. I need the practice as much as anybody else. And there's a high level out there these days. There's people to keep up with, and it's tricky. Okay, February 21st, I'll be at Cervantes, other side in Denver, picking on the Dead with special guest Bridget Law, Slay and Stinson opening. Great band. They slay. Great band, Slay and Stinson from here in Colorado. They're opening the show February 21st. I've got some other things happening, but that's the main gig coming up. And then Winter Wondergrass Festival at the end of the month in Steamboat Springs. There's new content that's been added to my Artist Works course, and there's another edition that's going to happen at the end of this month I'm excited about. And otherwise, I got the music camps. It's all on my website. Idaho Camp in June, Augusta Bluegrass Week in Elkins, West Virginia in August now. That's a change of the dates. August now is Bluegrass Week in Elkins. Julian Family Fiddle Camp in May, San Diego County. Nimble Fingers in Sorrento, British Columbia in July. So those are my in-person workshops. And that's the news. Let's move on. Ruben's Train. Yeah, so this is all train songs tonight, obviously, or, songs at least that have something to do with trains in some kind of metaphorical way. This is going to be an instrumental in D. Maybe. Should I sing it or should it be an instrumental? Let's just make this an instrumental. It's pretty straight ahead. I'm going to do a drop D. Why not? I don't play drop D nearly enough. But when I do gigs with Billy Failing, I do, because a lot of his songs are written for drop D guitar. So just tuning the low E string down to D for a nice low note. Ruben's Train, it's all just 1 and 5, and it's as straight as can be. This whole thing. There's an A part, there's a B part. I'm going to increase the tempo just a little bit because we got to get ourselves ready for the fast jam here. So I'll play an A part and a B part, and we'll go 3 times like that. Me, you, me, you, me, you, and no tag, just a straight ending. Okay, Ruben's Train in the key of D, I'm kicking it off. We're going to go 3 times each. That's one you can get jammy on the B part. Working that D with a flatted 7. Okay. Next, Greenville Trestle High. That's right. I learned this from Doc Watson. This is kind of one of my warm-up songs. Because it's a nice easy tempo and an easy key for singing. Gives me a chance to do some picking and kind of get warmed up. Typically I'll warm up my hands. I'll do my warm-up and calibration stuff, get myself calibrated and loose. And then I might pick a song or two, pick a tune, like pick some instrumentals. Then I'll do some vocal warm-up. I usually don't just pick it up and start singing. I'll do a little bit of warming up, some vocalizing. And then I'll pick up the guitar and either do Keep on the Sunny Side in E or this song in E. Or something that's in a nice friendly range and a nice friendly tempo. Worried Man Blues might be a warm-up number for me. And I've gone a little bit sharp with that capo move, so I'm going to adjust right quick. And we'll get into Greenville Trestle High. I think Doc might have done this in F on his recording, but anyway, I'm in E. So I'm capo 4, C position. Doc did mostly C position if he could. There were a lot of things he did out of open D. But for these kind of numbers, he would tend to do C position, like Way Downtown, any number that goes. All right. You hear that lick all the time in Doc's playing. You're going to hear it from me in this song, and here's how it goes. I'm going to back this tempo down quite a bit. How about, oh, how in wonderment and joy I'd watch the trains as they go by. Okay. It's a 1-4-1-5 basically in the key of E, and it goes 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and 5 4 1. Chorus to the 4. Back to 1, hold the 1. Always does that 5-4-1 at the end. I'm going to slow it down just a bit. This one's got to have that bouncy kind of rollicking. So if I'm going to kick it off, I'll go 1, 2, 3. Something like that. So kick it off on a verse, and then when we get to the breaks, we'll trade from the verse to the chorus. So I'll take the first break on a verse, pass it to you on the chorus to the 4 chord. Okay, here we go. Greenville Trestle High in the key of E. You kick it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I remember as a boy how in wonderment and joy I'd watch the trains as they'd go by, and the whistle's lonesome sound you could hear for miles around as they moved across that Greenville Trestle High. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately not many trains go by. Hard times across this land mean no work for the railroad man. and the Greenville Trestle now don't seem so high. On the riverbank I'd stand with a cane pole in my hand and watch the freight trains up against the sky, with the black smoke trailing back as they moved along the track that ran across that Greenville Trestle high. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately not many trains go by. Hard times across this land need no work for the railroad man, and the Greenville Trestle now don't seem so high. When the lonesome whistles whine, I get rambling on my mind. Lord, I wish they still sounded that way. As I turn and head for home, hear them rumble along toward the sunset at the close of day. But the whistles don't sound like they used to. Lately not many trains go by. Hard times across this land mean no work for the railroad man, and the Greenville Trestle now don't seem so high. Sorry, that ending kind of came out of nowhere. I was wondering if I would tag it or not, and my mind was daydreaming. So we just ended it. Okay, good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. All right. First song from my very first album, which was recorded 20 years ago. It was basically a 30th birthday present to myself to release an album and try to establish myself as an artist. And I'm increasing the tempo a good bit for this. This is still slower than the recording. It's not fast, but this is several ticks slower. So good morning, Mr. Roadman. 1 and 5, 1 and 1, 4 and a 4 and 1, 4 and 4, 1, 6 minor, 2 and a 5, 1 and 5, 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1 and a 6, 2, 5, 1. So the first time around the 6th, the way I do it is a minor, and then a regular 2, regular 5, and then the next time around the 6 is major or dominant, 2, 5. Okay. So my kickoff, which I crafted very specifically, let's see if I can do it. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3. Try it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, you could just go. Very simple melody, so you don't have to do anything as elaborate as what I tried to demonstrate there. Do your thing. Kick us off here on Good Morning, Mr. Railroad Man in the key of E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. I want to give you better rhythm. I missed the bass note there. I'm probably being too picky. But here we go. I want to get it right, and I bet you do too. Take a breath. Kick us off on Good Morning, Mr. Railroad Man in the key of E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I was standing on the platform, smoking on a cheap guitar, searching for that old freight train that carries an empty car. I pulled my hat down over my eyes, and I walked out across that track and found me the end of an old freight train, and I never did come back. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? At 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Here I go. In a gambling game, but I could not play my hand. I was thinking all about that sweet lady I love. Run away with another man. Run away with another man. Run away with another man. I was thinking all about that sweet lady I love. Run away with another man. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? At 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Yes, that's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Jump on it. So good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. What time do your trains roll by? At 9:16 and 2:44 and That's 9:16 and 2:44 and 25 minutes to 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Yes, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. I'm gonna watch your trains roll by. Okay. And again, I hope I cued you well enough on the tag. That song, some of these songs I'm so used to just playing that I get into performing mode. Okay, Old Train. Somebody requested this a while back, and I said, that's a tricky one to jam on. And it is. But we're going to do it. Key of F. So, kind of like the Tony Rice version, a seldom seen version. Both of them are equally great, in my opinion. But most people kind of know the Tony Rice version, and I know I attract a lot of guitar players, so. So let me think of how we'll do this. You'll kick it off like the standard way. The standard like Tony Rice way, which is basically half of a verse. So let me kind of demonstrate the verse and the chorus first, and then we'll get back to that. So key of F. 1, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 7, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1. Here's the chorus. 4, 5, 4, 5, 1. 5, 5 of 5, 5. In other words, 5, 2. 4. Back to the top, okay? So the kickoff just goes through the first half of the verse. 1, 7, 7, 4, 5, and 1. Okay? So it's. That's the Tony Rice version. He's a little quicker than that. But I'm gonna take it easy on you. Let's find a reasonable tempo. Let's go a little slower. I know we're getting ready for the fast jam, but still, I want to make this a little more user friendly. So kick us off on some version of that. Oh, train. Guitar players, is your chance. Every time I get that right, it makes me so happy because it's kind of tricky. I saw Herb Peterson. Herb Peterson wrote this song, and I saw them at the Great 48 in Bakersfield on the special concert night with Herb Peterson playing in the John Jorgensen Bluegrass Band. With John Jorgensen on mandolin, Herb Peterson on the banjo, Mark Fain on the bass, and Patrick Sauber on guitar. Doing a great, great job. Superb vocals. Herb Peterson is 80 years old now, at least 80. Still singing quite well, but he is one of my superheroes. I mean, I bought the tickets for my mom and I to see that show because I just needed some more Herb Peterson in my life. He wrote this one, and he also wrote Wait a Minute, which Seldom Seen recorded both of those on their same album. And when he sang that song, I almost cried. It was just so good. Anyhow, you're going to kick us off, just like I showed you there, and then we're going to jam verse chorus. So at the first time, I'll take a full verse through, and you'll take a full chorus. Then I'll sing the second verse, second chorus, and then you will play a full verse, and I'll play a full chorus. And then I'll just sing the first verse again. And then I'll play the tag. All right, here we go. Old Train. Key of F. You're kicking it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. whistle blow, but I won't be jumping on again. Oh, train, I've been everywhere you go, and I know what lies beyond each bend. Oh, train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and it seems I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels grate against the rail, they cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while. Oh, train, I grow weary at the miles, and I miss the freedom that was mine. Oh, train, just think about those times, I'll smile, you're highballing by. Oh, train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and it seems I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels grate against the rail, they cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while. Oh, train, I can hear your whistle blow, and I won't be jumping on again. Oh, train, I've been everywhere you go, and I know what lies beyond each bend. Oh, train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and it seems I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels grate against the rail, cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while. So close. One more time on the tag. 1, 2, 3. Close enough. Okay, thanks everybody. Fun mid-tempo jam. Appreciate the donations as always. Appreciate you staying engaged and playing that music. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes with the fast jam. It will start on a new video at